Hello everyone, welcome to Python learning series for network engineers. In this video, we'll see how to initiate SSH to VMware ESXi using Python, check the details of servers which are running, then shut down those servers and shut down ESXi server. Same script I'm going to use for shutting down my lab ESXi servers. Currently, I'm doing it manually by logging into the web UI of VMware ESXi. I thought I'll convert this into a video so that this can help others as well. I'll be using 𝒂𝒏 library for SSH and RE library for parsing the command output. And I'm using trial version of VMware, so I don't have API access to it. We'll be looking into SSH access and shutting down the devices. To enable SSH, we need to go to Manage Services, and I have enabled TSM SSH and TSM, and we need to execute these 4 commands for getting the VM details and shutting down each VM and shut down the server. So first we'll try running this manually. I'll open the terminal here and I'll initiate SSH to ESXi server. And I'll copy paste this command. So this will give us the running VM list. And we are getting the details of running VMs. Here we have GNS3 VM22 and EVENG. Both are running. And here we are getting world ID. For shutting down the device, we need world ID. You can see in this syntax. So let me copy this and we'll paste this with --help. And so here you can see we need to give world ID of each VM for shutting down. And the command syntax is type we can give based on the requirement, soft, hard, or force. Then we need to give world ID. So we need to use regex parsing for getting world ID of each VM. Then we need to get into maintenance mode. To get into maintenance mode, this is the command. Then we need to shut down the ESXi server. So we are using esxcli. So let us start writing the script. So this is a multi-line command, multi-line string actually. So I have added this in 3 codes. So here first we need to import 𝒂𝒏, import 𝒂𝒏, and we'll create an object here, SSH client object. So I'll call this SSH underscore client equal to 𝒂𝒏 dot SSH client. Then SSH client dot set missing host key policy, 𝒂𝒏 dot auto add policy. All these I have explained in the 𝒂𝒏 tutorial, so you can have a look into that. SSH client dot connect, and here we need to give host name, username, and password. So in my case, host name is esxlp 192.168.0.10. Then username is root. Then for password, here I'll prompt for the password. I'll import from get pass, import get pass, and here I will create a variable VM pass equal to get pass, and I will prompt user to enter password, and that variable I'll give here VM pass. And then we'll be using exec command here because we are connecting to a Linux machine, and can use exec command or invoke shell That difference also I have explained in the Paramiko tutorial. So here we'll be getting a tuple with stdin, std out. You can see that in the Paramiko documentation, and std error SSH client dot exec command. Then we need to give the command for listing the VM. I'll copy and paste it, and here I'll create another variable, output equal to std out dot read dot decode, and we'll try printing the output. So let us try running this script. I'll try to open this from terminal. So the script file name is 05 Shutdown VMware ESXi. So this is connecting to ESXi server and giving us the output. Here we can see world ID. Now we'll write a logic for parsing world ID. So for that I'll import RE, and here I'll create a variable world IDs equal to, then RE dot find all. Find all will match with the pattern and give us the list of elements, and here a raw string. Then the syntax is this: world ID colon space, copy this, paste it. After that we are going to get digits, so I'll give /d plus. This also I have explained in the regex tutorial. Then here we need to search this against the entire output, and we'll try printing world IDs here. Print world IDs, and let us try running this. So here we are getting the list of world IDs. Here I'm just writing a very simple script. That is why I'm taking only world IDs. Even you can take world ID and the VM name as a dictionary, and from there you can iterate. But here we are just writing a very simple regex pattern for only world IDs of each VM, because later we're going to iterate through each of these elements and shut down. For shutting down the VM, this is the command. So let us start writing logic for that. And if this list is empty, we can proceed with shutting down ESXi server. So we'll write logic for that first. We'll write a condition here: if length of world IDs equal to 0, then we'll do a print. All the VMs are down. Here we can just give additional print, and we can entering maintenance mode, and then we can give the maintenance mode command. Copy this. Maintenance and equal to, I'll put the command, and here also we can copy paste same, and this I can replace with maintenance command. For now I'll comment this, and after entering to maintenance mode we need to shut down the VM. Then we can just give executing shutdown, and I'll put even the shutdown command. So the same command we can put. So I'll create a variable here, shutdown command, and then we need to execute that command here. So this I need to replace with shutdown command. So now I'll comment it. So if length of world ID is 0, we'll proceed with shutdown, and we'll put a else condition here. Else we need to print shutting down each VM, and then we'll do an iteration through this particular list, world IDs. So for VM in world IDs, then we'll do a print formatted string shutting down, and we'll give each VM ID, and here again we need to put the command for shutting down the VM. So for that, let me just execute the command here, SSH client dot exec command, and we can copy this command. So we need to put this in a formatted string. After each execution, we'll put a delay 2 seconds. After entering to maintenance mode also, it is not necessary. You can just optimize the code later. Now I'll comment this as well, and we'll try running this. So you can see the message here is trying to shut down each VM and trying to shut down. But here, since I have commented all this, it is not shutting down the VM. So after shutting down, we need to again check. So what we'll do a loop here. There are multiple approaches. So here I am going to use a loop. I'll create a while loop. While. So we'll set a variable here, count equal to 0, and while count is less than 2. Based on the retry count, you need to set this value. I'll put the entire logic under while loop, and here after this else we will try to increase the count. So count plus equal to 1, and if count is becoming 2, that means this has completed 2 iterations, and we'll do a print saying that exiting the loop without completing shutdown task. So now after 2 iterations, it will automatically exit the loop. Now here I'll do a print script execution completed. So we'll try running this. We'll give the password, shutting down each VM, but here I commented the shutdown logic, so it is trying again, and after 2 attempts it is exiting out of this while loop. Now we will put a print statement here for checking. So within the while loop, we will just put a print statement checking running VMs, and this entire logic we need to put under while loop. The reason for that is in each iteration inside while loop, we need to check whether VMs are down or not, because here each time we need to execute this command VM process list, so that we'll get the latest VM status, and this print VM world IDs we can take it out, and if it is more than 0, then only we will try to print it. So here we can even give a message, like we'll put formatted string running VM list, and we'll print the VM list. So if we try running this, so now we are able to separate each iteration. The additional line is because I haven't deleted this from here. I'll delete it, and I'll set the value here. And if we try running it, so we'll get only 2 iterations now. So I'll run it again. After 2 iterations, it is getting out of the while loop. Now here, imagine if this server is not reachable. So we'll try running this. So we'll be getting an exception. Let us try to handle that exception as well. So here I'll put a try, and this entire logic we can put it under try, and then under that I'll put except and print esxi not reachable. We can even handle these exceptions in granular way. For each exception you can handle, but here I'm just giving a generic message. So now if we try running this, so we'll get a message ESXi not reachable. Now I'll uncomment this part for shutting down all the VMs. You see here now we have two VMs running, EVENG and JNS3 VM. We'll try to run the script. So here I uncommented this part. I need to change the IP. I'll give 10 here. So it is trying to shut down each VM. So all VMs are down. It is entering to maintenance mode. You can see here, once we enter here, we don't have any break condition. So let me put a break here as well. So I'll stop this execution and here I'll give a break. If it is coming to this condition, after shutting down, we need to break. And here we need to put, let me stop this. stdin dot close and will break out of the script. And this time we will even uncomment the maintenance mode and shutdown logic. Now I have SSH to the server. And let me switch on one particular server. Try running these two. And we'll try running the script. Let me open PyCharm. So now first it is checking the running VMs. It identified these two VMs. It is shutting down each VM. Then again it is going through the iteration and is executing shutdown and maintenance mode. And we'll verify our SSH connection. Server will be shutting down now. Yeah, so you can see here server is down now. This is a very simple script for checking your VMs running. Shut down each VM, then shut down your ESXi server. And you can take this and optimize this. I would suggest you to test this in the test environment before trying it in production. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.